Hi, I'm Joan. I'm with I Love RV Life. I'm hanging out with Jerry today, and we are just catching up all the scenes around the town. We're in Blairsville today. We've been to Waterfalls and pretty mountainous pictures, and so come on along with us and have some fun.
This is Vogel. We just came through the state park entrance, and this is an absolute beautiful, beautiful state park, camping, lake, tons of activities, fun stuff to see. And I mean, this place is busy today, middle of the week busy, and I'm looking forward for Joan and I to show you this. Pretty. Okay, we can get out here and just walk around just a little bit here on the flat area. Well, this is the main entrance here at Vogel State Park that Joan and I are at. You can see they've got a lot of cabins, and I mean, I'll try to zoom in on that. Real log cabins that they have throughout the park. They've also, we'll go down to the campground as well. We're not staying here this trip. Actually, we had a little trouble getting our 40-foot fifth wheel in. And there's Joan over there enjoying this beautiful, beautiful lake. There's a big pavilion down there we're going to walk to, and all kinds of fun stuff. There's a beach. Let's walk on down here and see what we can find, Joan. They've got kayakers everywhere, and then there's a nice big pavilion that you can go to here as well for picnics. And Joan's headed down here to the beach. This is the pavilion, and you can see the view of the lake over here. It's really, really pretty. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's just beautiful. This is a big, big beach and swimming area here. And yep, they have bathhouses over there you can take advantage of. Really, really nice place. All the kiddos having a great time. Since we're not staying at the campground here, I'm just going to drive around and show you some things. It is a huge, huge, huge campground. I couldn't even tell you how many sites are here. It's just massive. Now what we're seeing mostly here is pop-ups, small Class C's, small Class A's. There's quite a few campers that are, I would say about the maximum we're seeing here is about 30 feet. And we are finding a few fifth wheels. I wouldn't even think about bringing my 40-foot in here. Joan and I were talking at 56 feet. I'm just not sure I can make some of these turns. There's a reflection. I think that's probably the biggest that we've seen, and I'm guessing that's maybe around 34 feet. And that would have been a tough park. Beautiful, beautiful facilities here for bathhouses. A lot of them have just been redone. If you're looking for a pretty wooded spot though, wow, this is beautiful, beautiful state park. Beautiful campground. We're seeing R-Pods, some Cougar fifth wheel half-ton models, you know, those little 32-foot jobs. That's the only Class A that we've seen since we've been in here, and then that's even a small one, probably about 34 feet or so, maybe 36. Again, more what we see is your smaller pull-behinds like the Gray Wolves, little small Airstream with a guard dog. Looks like they've just pulled in. It's a pretty campground. Now look at this area. It is absolutely beautiful. We're back here at the dam, but the big treat is actually down here, and I want you to see this. I'm kind of like in a falls mood today, and you've got to see these. This is the path down here to the falls below the dam, and this is quite a sight. I can't wait for you to see this. And in fact, I can hear the water running. It's going to be something. You can really hear the falls here. Boy, this is something, isn't it? Oh my. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is something. So this is on the back side of the lake here at Vogel. And that is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, some kind of pretty. Look at that. Would you look at that? What a beautiful, beautiful state park. Look at those mountains.
Will you get me some little peanuts?
Of course I will. Yeah, just park right where I can't see nothing.
Did that on purpose, you know.
There's a fella in that car right there. His eye just got big as cue balls. If I remember right, it is. Ooh, ooh,
Oh gosh.
ooh. There it is. I see it. See it? Oh, that's pretty. Where's the parking at? There's the parking. July 25th at Cycle World in Athens, 4225 Atlanta Highway. Check that out on Facebook and at cycleworldathens.com. Hurry forward, hurry up and see. There's our big elevator. 33 years, maintaining an environment where customers can buy. This is the worst part of the trail getting down here, and really and truly, here I'll kind of turn around. It's nothing really. Super, super easy walk. Not strenuous at all, and I believe it's going to be worth it. Well, the path down to the falls is super easy. Once you make it down that bumpy road, it is about, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe 10 at the most. Well laid out, easy path. I can hear the falls. Well, this is Hilton Falls. You can see it behind me. We're maybe, oh, I don't know, 3 miles, 4 miles from the entrance of Vogel State Park. It is a 2-mile dirt road to get back in here. It is worth the trek. It's a little bumpy, it's a little narrow, but this thing is gorgeous. And if you go down to the bottom, you can actually swim. I think you saw one of the puppies that were down there, but look at this. Some kind of pretty. Look at beautiful Helton Falls. Oh my goodness. These things are cooking today. Look at that. That is awesome. We've got puppies in the water. And I want to tell you this stuff. There you go. It is.
Thank you.
Oh! I'm going to skip that today. There she comes. Oh my goodness. As you walk up from the lower falls, they've got an observation deck here. And I'm going to zoom in on this, but I want you to see these falls. Aren't they something? Look at that. So Hilton Falls is actually in 2 sections. This is the top section. And you can see they've got a big pool area there at the base. I'll zoom in. There is a bunch of folks swimming in that ice cold water. But look at the water coming off those falls. Aren't they spectacular? Look at that. Wow. Jones around here somewhere. This is the Walasi-Yi Inn or store that's right up at the top of Neel Gap, and this is where I think about 4 days in, if you start down at Springer Mountain, this is where you end up at to kind of refill your pack or empty your pack. Neat. Lots of cool hiking stuff here. Pretty cool. This is the view from the observation deck here at Neel Gap. Look at this. That's some kind of pretty. Wow. Well, there's the store we just came out of, and believe it or not, this is the Appalachian Trail. Goes right through the middle of it. And as you continue to your trek toward Maine, there you go. Takes you 4 days to get here from Springer Mountain, the beginning of it in Georgia. And off you go. Well, you can see the mountains in the background. There they are. And this is Neel Gap, Blood Mountain. Blood Mountain's where? Up there on the hill?
Blood Mountain.
And where did the name come from?
Really, I don't know, but if you read this sign out here beside that little shelter thing to go over here.
It tells about it?
Something about Slaughtered Mountain, Slaughtered Gap, and Blood Mountain. Something about a Cherokee and Creek Indian battle or something.
Oh, okay.
That would be interesting.
Well, it's pretty up here. It's gorgeous. You can see on the background where we're gonna head on down the road and see what else we can find. We're here at DeSoto Falls Park. There's 2 falls here, upper and lower. Today we're going to be doing the upper falls. They're the largest and really my favorite of the 2 that are here. And we've just left Helton Falls. Joan's going to take a break. And this is really, really a pretty place, and I can't wait to show you this. It's about a 2-mile trek up to the falls, and the falls are really something to see. When you come from the camping area, you'll find your first signs that mark where the falls are at. So it's just a little misleading if you're going to come back here. First thing we're going to do is come over this bridge. There's 2 falls here, upper and lower. And this gives us our first directions here. So here's the upper and lower falls. And we're going to start with the upper falls. They're typically the largest. So we'll walk up here a little ways, see what we run into. Well, we're here by the creek. You can hear it. Listen. There you go. And this is more of the tent camping area that you see up there. Quite a few folks up here for this time of year. The temperatures are fantastic for the middle of the summer. And just listen to this pretty creek. Look at that. Some kind of pretty. Just a little bit of mountain laurel left. And you can look on the ground and seeing it's the end of season. All the blooms are being let go. All over the place. Blooms everywhere. Just a little bit left. But it's really lost its luster and its color. But it is pretty. And we've just come across the bridge. And if you listen, we're going to go right up there. And you can just barely make out the falls from here. You can still see quite a bit of tree debris. It's still pretty though. Listen to that. Just to kind of give you an idea, maybe from where I'm standing, 100 plus feet, maybe close to 200 feet to the top of the falls. And we haven't had any rain in a few days, so there's more than a trickle, but it's still pretty. Look at that. I'll zoom in here a little from the top just so that you can kind of just see how pretty these falls are. Look at that. DeSoto Falls. What a fun-filled day. Joan and I covered a bunch of miles today, starting at Vogel State Park. Wasn't that a beautiful state park? I just absolutely love that place. Wish our camper fit in there. I think we're just a tad too long. But all the other activities that are there, there's cabins and playgrounds and putt-putt and paddle boats and kayaking, and then those gorgeous waterfalls, weren't they something? Taking in the other 2 falls over at Helton Creek, and then the other one at DeSoto. Just gorgeous waterfalls. They're just beautiful, beautiful. And the nice thing about it is they're probably within about a 5, 6, 7, 8 mile span. So it's really a nice afternoon, just depending on how fast you want to walk and all you want to see. What a kick to go up to Neel Gap and see that little section of the Appalachian Trail and the hostel and store that's there. It's just really neat to be able to see that as well. Joan got her boiled peanuts. Hey, if you haven't had them, it's a southern delicacy. I think we refer to that as southern caviar. I'm not too sure, but Joan loves her boiled peanuts. It was so much fun. I just hate that it ended. Back at the campground, just kind of chilling and drying off after all that walking. What a wonderful day. You know, I just love RV life.